Can ChatGPT make you a better people-centered leader? Can AI put humanity back in the center of leadership? My name is Megan, and I've led marketing teams from startups to Fortune 100 companies through adversity and change to deliver powerhouse results. And I'm going to share with you what I've learned. There is a lot happening in this space right now, and we're going to simplify it down into 3 key areas to focus and some prompts that you can take with you to try this out for yourself. So let's get started. Continuous learning and development. We all hope that we're able to give our teams the best opportunities to upskill themselves as well as to continue down their career path. But oftentimes there's not funding and we have to get creative. This is not an invitation to send ChatGPT to your team and say, have at it, folks. Let me know how it goes. Instead, this is about you using ChatGPT to enhance the way that you think about learning and development for your team and to uncover different areas of content or resources that you can send along to your team. So when I asked ChatGPT, I have a marketing team and I'd like to be able to provide them learning and development, but I don't have any funding. Where should I start? The answers that came back were not earth-shattering topics that I'd never heard of. But the exercise was helpful because it sparked a few ideas and helped me gather my thoughts together on ways that I can provide this to the team without actually taking a ton of budget. Now, I wouldn't go implement any of these without considering how they impact my team and where each individual person in my group needs to go and wants to go in their career. But it's a great place to get started in putting that plan together and uncovering resources and content that I may not have otherwise known about. Workflow optimization. So none of us start the day with, I wish I had more meetings on my calendar. But we all have demands on our time, and the truth of the matter is a lot of us have to work synchronously. Analyzing workflow and operational mechanisms is a good way to start as a leader, figuring out how can you make this easier on your team and give them some time back. But that's a lot of data to analyze. So ChatGPT can help you with that analysis. This is a great example of where you need to come in with the context you have and the nuance that you understand to take the answers and really personalize it for your team, rather than just copy, paste, and send it off to your team and say, this is the new way we're gonna work. So I asked ChatGPT, I run a marketing team and we have too many meetings. We have to collaborate globally and we have to bring together a lot of disparate products so that we have cohesive product launches. Where do I start? The answers I got were not great. Not nonsense, but not particularly helpful either. But if I think about streamlining communication channels, maybe there's something more I can dig into here. So I asked a follow-up question. How can I streamline communication channels or use different software platforms better? Okay, so I got back some more specifics with ways that you can use Teams more effectively. This might not immediately get rid of meetings, but some of the suggestions here would reduce unnecessary emails and might bring the global partners closer to our work. Remember, just like I mentioned earlier, these are starting points, not something that you want to just implement blindly, but a place for you to start putting together a first draft that you can send to your team and work out together. One tip, if you provide more specifics about your current operating mechanisms, ChatGPT might give you something more helpful than the fairly generic use agile. Communication and messaging. Do not, I repeat, do not outsource your communication to ChatGPT or any other AI platform. But there are some times when we have communications that are going to be really difficult for the team and we don't know where to start. Let me be clear. AI cannot do this for you. It cannot tell you how to communicate with each individual person in your organization who depend on you for strong leadership. But it can be a good resource to start with as you yourself are overwhelmed with information and you need a thoughtful way to plan it all out to communicate to your team. This can be something huge or something small, prep for a difficult conversation or a total reorganization. For example, I asked ChatGPT, I have to tell my team about a large reorganization that's about to happen. I can't give them answers to their questions either because I don't know or because I can't say. Where do I start in planning this out? Here's what I got back. Plan ahead, choose the right setting, express empathy, talk about the knowns and the known unknowns. This is a pretty good starting point for, okay, how do I as a leader sit with this news and plan my own communications cascade? One important note, remember ChatGPT learns from questions you ask. So I was logged in as myself when I asked these questions for this video, so it's possible that these are more tailored to me than they would be to you. I'd be interested to know if you see something dramatically different as you start to dig into this on your own. As promised, the question, does ChatGPT make you a better human-centered leader? The answer is not on its own, but by giving you a place to start instead of a blank page, fast access to information and resources for your team, and an opportunity for you to grow your own knowledge base, ChatGPT and AI tools can give you the one thing that you need to put your people first and make sure that humanity is placed at the center of leadership. And that's more time. More time that you can spend with your team and more time that you can all spend delivering awesome results. Here's the link I promised to download 3 prompts in addition to the ones that I shared here to get started using Chat GPT today.
Before I go, just one final thought.
I want to address the very real and very meaningful debate that's happening right now around AI and tools like ChatGPT. These are meaningful discussions about ethics and how AI can contribute to our society without harming it, and they need to continue. It's up to us as responsible leaders, as engaged people, to use AI responsibly and to always have a human-centered lens on whatever we're doing, no matter what tools we're using. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear how AI works for you or doesn't, and what tools you use to be a better leader. Let me know in the comments below.